Welcome back to another great episode. As the other half of me, now I am fully complete, is back for this episode. And when I mean my other half, as you can see next to me, my brother is back.
What's up, buddy?
How you doing, bud?
Long time no see.
I know. I've been stuck with everybody else who's running this show.
I'm hard to replace.
I'm
What can I
kidding.
say? Hey, say it. I complete you.
You fulfill my destinies. Wow.
All right.
It's
It's good to be back. This will be fun. I've done a 4-person panel before.
Yeah.
But hey, let's rock and roll.
Like always, we always figure out a way. But back though again is Zach, as you missed the last episode. The bus is still being driven here. Gus is here.
Gus boss.
Never miss.
He never misses. Actually, the most professional person.
Dedicated my craft.
Yeah, everybody else, they're just in and out. Like we're doing hockey lineups around here with the shits.
Respectfully.
Whoa.
What?
Speaking of hockey,
Oh yeah, I guess I'll congratulate the Colorado Avalanche.
That's all you have to say?
I mean,
You had a whole spiel for the Warriors when they won.
because Steph Curry entertains
Get out
me.
of town.
Darcy Kemper, whatever the hell
Cale
his
McCarr
name
might have
is.
just put up the greatest rookie season of all hockey.
That's
he's only
great.
23.
Only 23.
I'll congratulate Igor because I like his name on the Veniza
Alright,
trophy.
he's just talking. Let's move.
Yeah, see,
Let's move along.
I thought it was
before-
called the Venetian.
Let's move
Trophy.
along before we lose all credibility on the
Wait,
NFL.
wait,
Yeah.
so before we do move on, so with Tampa Bay, obviously they were trying to go for 3-peat. Obviously it didn't happen. So, are they still considered a dynasty or no?
Yeah, I would say so.
I mean, I think
Dynasty?
I think-
I think
Three
you need
qualifies.
What if-
you need
what
three
if they
probably,
went-
right? Yeah.
Does that
Two,
be three straight or
two
like?
cups in 3 years? Are you calling that a dynasty? I feel like a dynasty's longer lasting.
It has to be longer last.
so you have to see next year.
So what about our Blackhawks dynasty?
Oh, that's 3 and 6.
They were
That's
three.
what-
That's what I'm saying.
that's
longer
dynasty
lasting.
for
You,
sure.
you need some longevity.
So what if the Lightning win another one next year?
Yes, and they're at 3 or 4. Yeah, I'm
3 or
gonna call
4.
it a dynasty.
I'd call it dominance before a dynasty, like just sheer.
A dynasty, if they
Give me
won,
5 years
if they
ago,
made
I'll
the
call
playoffs next year, made it to the conference finals, and won the year after that, that's more of a dynasty than winning it next year, which is weird, but I just think that's how it works.
It's like the representation, right?
Yeah, just
Like how many times you represent your conference? On the
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Corey Perry 3 straight.
Dude, talk about dumb luck.
Yeah, that's brutal.
that's like how Hossa was.
Yeah, Hossa with
in
the
in
wins
the
and
early
pilots.
2010s.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
no,
brutal.
you're right.
Poor guy can't catch a break.
Maybe next year. Maybe we should sign with the Blackhawks next year.
Yeah.
We're
We'll be a
atrocious.
lottery team.
Are we still under investigation? Oh boy.
No,
No. I'm
We are-
saying-
Wow, he's really kept up with recent news.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was done a few
Christmas?
months ago. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's just wild. Though.
it's old news. Very, very old news.
Speaking of recent news, don't we have a new coach now?
Yeah, that's
Immaculate.
He's got a nice jawline.
That's all he's known for. No X's nose. He's just been drawing his jawline.
I mean, he's a
Yeah.
former player. You know, I like hiring former players.
He's got.
Except for
pedigree.
like the Cubs hiring David Ross, he's a bottom 5 coach. But
I guess.
No.
He's right up there with the
it
Yankees.
happens.
Wow. Well, I'm glad we got our hockey fixing.
Yep, we'll be hearing about that for another couple months.
All right, until the draft, right? When's the draft?
No, the draft's not relevant in hockey.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
But you know what draft is relevant? You know who went number 1? Respectably, out of Duke. Paulo Banchero to Orlando.
I don't know how much of this I can put up with.
And in 5 years, he's gonna go to the Lakers. He's gonna continue the
All
trend.
right, Lakers fans,
It's been
we'll
about
get into
24
your
hours.
little dilemma, cry, whan, hate all of Los Angeles. I hate all LA sports teams. You guys are just ignorant.
The
Don't.
Clippers?
I hate all of LA. in general,
Okay,
I think.
except the Clippers. I
Yeah,
don't
I like
think
the Clippers.
I love the Clippers.
they're the only respectable.
I think
The Clippers
LA
are winning it
city
all this
just
year.
sucks.
The Clippers are winning it all this year.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll get into that, but Woj dropped the ball. He said the top 3 were set. And then Orlando said, "Hold my beer, Woj." Paolo's
It's
going
good
1.
management.
It really is. If you really think about it, all the fits, perfect. Like, Chet was a lock at 2. There's reports he, like,
He bombed his OKC tryout, I heard.
that
No,
is-
his Magic one. He
His
left.
Magic,
He
yeah,
left
he
the
left-
Magic tryout early because
Which-
it's the NBA, so you can bitch your way to the team.
Yeah, no, that's
You know,
insane to me. Like, you're a top pick and you think you could just leave
Yeah.
whenever you
Well,
want.
he also apparently, some people are saying he didn't send, like, his heart report. I think he has a heart problem. Like, he didn't do the NBA heart thing.
Oh yeah,
Well, why would he put himself in that kind of... I mean, I guess it's your lifelong
But
dream.
everybody
Yeah,
does,
I
though.
guess it's your dream.
Yeah.
it's definitely a red flag. You know how women talk about red flags in dating? This is a red flag. in
Yeah,
draft.
I would agree.
I-
I think that's a good way to put it.
And then Jabari fits Houston better than Paolo because they need that rim protection. Especially you shipped out Wood. Paolo has to work on his defense. He's a better fit for Orlando with the pieces they got around him. His game, 3-level scorer. Jabari's handles are a little weak. That was like the biggest weakness. Like they say he has like the KD ability and length, but like that's like kind of a slap in the face of KD, respectfully. Like if you see Jabari Samuels, the man loses it out of bounds with like no one deflecting it. Like he'll work on it obviously as time goes on, but like that was a big weakness, and the way that his style played, that's like a huge wooden red flag.
Yeah. Kings handed Ivy to the Pistons.
Yeah, but again,
That was a good pick.
like
The Kings made the right pick.
yeah, I could
No
go
way.
I could go back and forth with the Keys. Okay,
I guess because it's the Kings, it doesn't really matter.
They've drafted guards 4 straight years. Why are you gonna draft another one? I think they should have traded down.
yeah.
I think they should have gotten someone to trade up for 4, but they took the right pick at 4.
What they needed and filled, Keegan did.
I guess. Ivy just fits Detroit very well.
Ivy was my
They're
second
gonna be-
favorite prospect.
They're going to be a
in the
playoff.
draft.
They might be a playoff team this year.
Especially now they
If
got
Aiden heads over there
Durant.
too. Aiden wants to head over there.
Not anymore because they
Not anymore.
traded for Jalen Durant from Memphis.
I guess
or
I wouldn't know
Durant.
that. So
Yeah.
Speaking of DeAndre Ayton, like it just blows my mind. This is the former #1 overall pick in the
Should have been
2018 draft, and they're just gonna let him walk or sign and trade, whatever. Like I don't understand why they're trying to move on from him. Like CP3 is not gonna be there forever. You need to keep your core together.
yeah, I agree. If you lose Aiden, it all starts to fall apart very quickly. I feel like.
I think
Like, what are you going to start, JaVale?
I think you look at the teams that have won championships, especially this year, and I think the big man's not as prominent.
I guess that's fair. They just don't look at it the same anymore. But
Yeah. What would you count Giannis in?
A freak.
Huh?
yeah, Giannis isn't a big man.
Giannis
He's
is
just
an
a-
anomaly.
He's just a freak of nature.
I'm saying the center position's overrated.
Yeah,
The center position
which
is
is
becoming
sad.
a.
Which is sad.
You either want like a 3-and-D guy that's like a rim protector,
Or stretch
or you just want a straight rim protector.
I mean, like, it's funny we say that because, like, top 3 picks are technically big men. We're technically big men.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, but
height wise.
It's crazy.
Smith's more of a wing.
Yeah, I would agree.
He's a big wing.
Yeah, 6'10" wing.
I'm sure somewhere down the
It's big.
road, the roles will flip, and we'll see maybe the resurgence of the big man.
I mean, I hope so, respectfully, because the game,
Can you imagine if Shaq played in today's NBA? He would eat everybody.
he would eat everybody.
Yeah,
Like how soft the league is, I agree.
Like,
soft as
I mean, he's not making free throws. So,
okay, and
Neither is Gobert.
I mean,
And
don't even start.
Gobert doesn't have any offensive game whatsoever. So
But I really like, if you're in Detroit, if you live in Detroit, you finally have something to cheer about because the Tigers suck, Lions suck, Pistons look good, Red Wings suck, unless I'm wrong. I mean, I'm out of the game.
you're correct.
Yeah.
They were a little better this year, weren't they?
they're on
When was
the
the last time the end of the
I know, but like, let's
they're on
just,
the way up.
but let's be real, Pistons are like, that's
why they
Sadly,
hang their head
yeah.
on. Right?
sad. I mean, that's an exciting backcourt, Cade and Jade and Ivy. Like,
Oh, definitely.
I love that. That backcourt's nice. Especially, I mean, the Knicks are losers.
No,
If
they're
you're-
gonna get Brunson when the clock strikes midnight.
Yeah, I mean that's a brutal contract I would hand out.
Like
As much as I
4
love
over
Brunson,
100. I'm sorry,
But
Jalen
it's New
Brunson's
York,
not
dude.
worth
New
it.
York's gonna New York.
I guess when you got Daddy's money on the sideline too, that kind of helps.
Hey, it's true. If none of you know, Brunson's dad just got hired to be an assistant coach
Yeah,
on
it's
the
a little,
staff.
it's a little suspicious.
Didn't he play for them too for a little bit?
Yeah, Rick Brunson.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Former Chicago Bull as well.
Detroit getting Durant. I mean, the Knicks were like, oh, we got future picks. Blah blah blah. I mean,
The Knicks are never gonna do anything right until they sell that team.
yeah, Dolan just sell it.
Dolan doesn't care. Listen, I lost all respect for that franchise years ago when they kicked Charles freaking Oakley out of the Garden.
Yeah, I mean,
That sealed their fate. For me.
Leon Rose got hired. Everybody thought it was promising. I mean, you can look at many reasons why people thought that was promising, but
They had one decent year last year. They made it to the finals. They got bounced by Atlanta in the first round. Haven't been the same.
Yeah, I thought they were going to come up with that one, but I guess not. Right back to
they
where
still
were.
need a point guard. Randall had a massive downfall this year.
Yeah.
But part of it is Atlanta exposed them in that first round, so everybody knew how to guard them. But draft wise, Bulls number 18. We took Dalen Terry, not a flashy pick,
No.
but if you like look and like do your background research on him, it's actually a good fit. That's a big guard we need. That's two-way player. I mean, he's not gonna put up into crazy numbers. Like we don't need him to do crazy numbers. We need a guard that can defend it and he's a great gym rat. He's got that gym rat in him.
I heard that one guy listening for the draft stuff said that they think this shows that there's like heavy concern with Lonzo because this guy's like a Lonzo type player.
Yeah.
He's a great defender and a great playmaker. So
Yeah. Well, speaking of Alonzo, I know his knee has kind of had a setback in his,
Yeah, it's
rehab.
but then he was working out in LA. They're hopeful now. It sounds like he'll start. Levine, you're gonna have to sign to a max. Looks like that deal's gonna get done right at midnight on Friday.
Are we surprised we didn't pull the trigger on Gobert?
No, thank God we did.
I'm happy.
Yeah, like I don't want him. He's not worth anything to me. Respectfully.
We keep it respectful on this podcast.
I don't want to give up on P. Will.
Oh no, the only thing I'm
way
trading.
too quick too. Like
That's what I'm saying.
He's like what, 21?
You're throwing into every trade conversation like we've seen him at full capacity.
No, there's one trade I'm throwing P. Will in, and if Kyrie left Brooklyn,
You're out of your
trading him
mind.
for
You're
KD.
out of your mind. Oh, KD. So
Yeah, KD.
yeah.
No, not Kyrie. I don't want a prima donna.
Yeah, no.
He wouldn't fit in Chicago. But
Listen.
I'm saying if Kyrie left and KD was available, then yeah.
KD
Yeah,
was.
for
If Kyrie left, I would have said that. I know we were like second or third in the favorites. I would have said he would have came here for sure.
I mean,
I think
rocking
we had
Tony
the best.
Kukoc jersey.
I think we could have one of the best packages.
It was
to
them
offer.
or the Heat, and I think
Yeah.
the Heat don't have like the right nucleus to trade for him.
Yeah, we definitely have more to offer.
But doesn't matter because Kyrie opted into his $38 million option. And you know who followed it up? Westbrook with 47.
Wow,
That's insane.
this league is just disgusting.
This is why
It's a lot of money.
I missed the 2019 Brooklyn Nets. That was a squad.
With D'Lo,
D'Lo, they had a bench.
With
They
the
had.
bench.
the bench, yeah, it was
That's-
good times. Good times.
You think they learned not to chase superstars? What have they done the past 3 years?
Just chase superstars, man.
I mean,
Good point.
I think the super team.
And now they're giving into like those
Demands.
they have on their
Yeah.
roster.
Yeah.
They're soft.
This is also why this league is soft now.
Thank you.
well, I mean, the league's been soft since LeBron went to Miami.
Yeah.
That was the start.
So you like watching soft basketball?
Okay, that's just the difference. Like I watch talent. I don't watch. I'm not rooting for the fucking.
No grit,
Okay.
no heart in sport.
I think the league's going away from the super team era though.
They're going
I guess
back
that's
to the
a little
big
better.
3 era.
What do you
Big
mean?
three is a super team.
What constitutes a super team then?
A big three.
Would you call the Heat a super team?
When they had the big three?
No.
If you're
There's
saying
had-
that,
What are you
if you're
talking
saying
about?
that,
There's had a
then
big
there's only
three.
been one super team in the entire.
Yeah, it was Golden State.
That's
It
the
was
only
the
super
KD
team
Golden
ever.
State, that's it.
Yeah.
No, that's
I,
not
you,
that
you're in a
much.
house to every big three. So we had a
So-
super team then back in the day with Jordan,
Jordan, Pippen, and who you count as three.
Rodman.
I don't know if I don't know if
It's
I don't
even
know if
that
a
era.
guy
That's a
who's-
big three.
I don't know if a
It's
guy
even
who puts up like 20 boards and like 3 points is like a.
That was the
Oh, it's
era
a
of the
big
1-2.
three.
That was the
I
era
don't
of
know
the
if that's a
1-2
big
punch.
three.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'd call that a 1-2 punch more than a big three.
Yeah.
I mean, if we look around, it's considered a big three now.
Dude, no way. Rodman is not considered a superstar in any modern day team
Defensively, absolutely.
Not modern day.
because they don't like defense in the modern day.
Okay. They don't play defense in the modern
Correct.
day. That's why.
That's
why
what he's supporting.
I'm not supporting no defense. I'm supporting great talent. Like I'd rather watch Steph Curry than Connor McDavid skate up and down and down.
Well, then that's just a bad take. I don't know what else.
That's
to
not
say.
a bad take. It's my personal interest. Like I'm sorry.
It may be your personal interest, but it's a pretty bad one. It's a pretty bad.
I agree.
That's respectfully free. I don't give a shit. It just doesn't do it for me. Like, unless I'm betting on hockey, like Vasilevsky, he could screw himself. Kemper could screw himself. You're
Use
not
this
gonna-
code. Use this code.
Yeah,
Use the
use
code.
the code. You get a free $25 entry, like
What?
promo code
Hashtag screw up?
for price. I mean,
You fancy yourself a gambler, eh?
I'm a great gambler after this weekend. It was hot at the table.
Respectfully.
He was cashing in bets at the Greek Fest.
That's awesome. We hit?
Oh, we hit. We had a
We got
successful
our, we
weekend.
got our beaks wet?
Oh, we got a lot of things wet.
And there it is.
Hey, next topic.
Alright.
What's next?
I mean,
Let's move into something that really matters.
we talking about John. We forgot about John Wall. Now he's going to LA after he reached his buyout.
Yeah.
That's a nice team. That's the only team I said
When
I'd
was the last time
support.
we've seen John
I mean-
Wall healthy?
3-4 years ago?
I mean, doesn't matter. He's about to be healthy now.
He was healthy the whole time. They just told him to stay away from the team.
Yeah, that's
and
not
respectfully,
a
he
Wall.
did. Thinking that they were going to trade him at the trade deadline, and they did him dirty.
And they screwed him.
I mean, Wall.
I guess that's fair.
Their
We'll see
depth
what
is actually insane at
No,
every
it-
position.
Is Kawhi coming back?
Yeah.
Like,
I hope.
opening
People
night?
forgot. People forgot what healthy Kawhi can do too. Probably the best player in the league.
Ask Masai Ujiri.
Yeah. That's the sacrificial lamb of DeMar DeRozan.
All roads lead to Chicago. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
All right, what's next?
But the depth in LA is actually insane at every position. You got Wall, Reggie Jackson, Norman Powell.
Don't forget about your Dookie.
I mean, Kennard's probably gonna get traded, like as he should. Like he just doesn't fit on that team anymore.
That's pretty.
Yeah. Paul, Kawhi, Norman Powell. Who's their center? Zubac, and I think they're trading Noel from New York's gonna about to send Noel out there. That team's just a nice. It's a nice. That's a team that plays defense too. You should appreciate that.
Who's their coach?
I probably will appreciate that.
Yeah. Ty Lue, who I think is easily a top 5, top 3 NBA coach right now.
Oh, hands down.
What? You don't think he is?
No, I'm just saying that's fine. I think Ty Lue's just known for being a clown. I don't know.
Ty Lue? No, that
He was known for being like bitched by LeBron.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
I just-
when he's like, now that he's like an actual coach and he's like doesn't have like little baby like bitching
Yeah.
him.
La baby.
Hey, he was
Then
the only one
it's-
that didn't.
it's
he
a
was the only one that
whole
didn't
story.
Lay fraud.
He was the only coach I think that didn't suffer LeBron's wrath of getting fired.
No. I think he
He just left. I think. Yeah.
Nah, he got fired, right? And then they hired Blatt. Or was
No,
it
it
the
was
other way
the other
Took
way
around?
over
around.
Blatt.
He
It's
took
the way
over
around.
Blatt.
Oh yeah.
He took over.
One
Blatt.
last. I know. I'll move on from NBA, but I got Lucas and shit, and that's scary for the. He's
Luka's in shape.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta see these pictures.
These pictures are insane. He's playing in Slovenia right now.
Yeah, no,
Little
he's-
muscle too. That's MVP right now. Go on FanDuel, go wherever you want to bet, and hammer Luka MVP. It's scary. That's scary.
I think he laid off the hookah.
He laid off the.
Yeah.
He laid off the hookah, the
Oh,
hookahs. He laid off
He's
everything.
slim.
No, he is like
Like, dude, like he's. This
Oh.
is dangerous. If they get him a nice little piece right now for agency, whatever they add, his team. Is,
I mean, Christian Wood was
Dude,
nice.
he's
was a nice pickup.
big.
that's what I'm saying. Now it's like
He's not bloated anymore.
if he
yeah,
starts.
he's
Yeah.
not bloated. That's the right word.
He just looked like he had a gut 24/7.
Now it's like
And he's living that European lifestyle.
Yeah, it's lavish.
He's in the sun, you know.
he's having chicken
sweating off
dinners
all the
and
weight.
plenty of vegetables. What do you say?
He's got to be down 25 pounds.
Alexis Bizolakia.
Minimum, dude. But that's a scary. Like when I saw him in those photos, I was like, "Alright,
What a beast.
What
like if he starts blowing by people now,
Woo!
Yeah, changed the game.
like
So are we hammering Luka 2022, 2023 MVP?
yeah, easily.
Hammer that.
I mean, it's either him or Giannis.
God, Giannis gonna be in the conversation every year.
As he should be.
That's like Jordan in the '90s.
I mean, Jokic will probably be in it because he'll probably have like another triple double season.
Yeah.
Almost damn near.
To think that man was drafted during a Taco Bell commercial.
Yeah.
His cousin Jovic went to Miami. He's gonna be living that party life.
Oh boy. It's going to be a culture shock for him for sure.
Then welcome to America.
What do you mean I have to have less than, what was it, 8% body fat? What's the test that they do?
I don't know.
Yeah, of course, Kyle Lowry failed it. Shocker.
Yeah,
Respectfully.
he
Respect.
talk about a dumpy. Oh my.
Wow. Man, this is
Dude,
just...
that dumpy deserves a max.
Just the
This
dumpy
is going
itself.
left.
Yeah, I did not expect this, guys.
The dumpy.
Dude, I mean,
Dude,
it's out there.
It's there.
It's
for
there.
everyone to see,
Like,
right?
you're on national.
It's the elephant in the room.
imagine taking that thing in the post, man. You can't guard it.
Okay.
What do you mean by taking that thing in the post? What do you mean?
Like Barkley said, bumping and grinding.
Listen, man.
Feeling them all.
I grew up watching '90s basketball. We know what it means to, play in the post, bumping and grinding.
Yeah.
Moving on.
They probably all had some nice dump trucks back in the 90s. Holy fuck. Holy fuck.
And we're back. All right, we're going into the MLB now.
Wait, one more thing about the NBA. What do you
What?
think about Shaq and D. Scott potentially buying the Orlando Magic? I think that'd be a great move.
I don't care.
I don't care either. I think
Why?
the Magic are. That's not
They have a good- they already have a
You
good
can buy the
future.
team that won't be good.
They have a good future.
With Shaq and D. Scott running it, former players that played there that give a crap.
Alright, what about like Derek Jeter buying the Marlins?
Well, Derek Jeter
Well, he got
is overrated.
he got a little screwed over on that, didn't he?
Well, I just think that like
I don't think he has an
he
eye for
accomplished
talent.
nothing over there.
I mean,
And
when did he take over?
they did beat our Cubs in the 2020 playoffs.
That doesn't count. That was a made-up Cubs team.
That was COVID. That was
They
COVID.
had no offense. I was utterly disappointed. I think the Marlins will always just beat us in playoffs.
We scored one run that series, and it was
And
I
Ian
think
Happ solo home
KB.
run.
No, it was
Ian
Happ.
Ian Happ, opposite field, basket home run.
It was
It wasn't
opposite
a real
field.
homer. It was a basket homer.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It
moving
was
on.
a fraudulent homer.
All right, moving on. MLB.
Alright, we're talking about the White Sox trainer. They're kind of soft on the south side. I thought they were all about that grit. I thought they had that dog in them.
That's what they advertise themselves.
Yeah,
as.
we have the grit and the dog in them. Now we can't run 90 feet, hustle out and play.
No, 'cause
Can't-
your players are injured. LaRusse is on board. An old school guy is like, yeah, like I respect him.
Talk about going soft
I
TLR.
mean, the whole thing has gone sideways on the south side over there. You got all your players are being told that if you ground into a routine ground ball, don't run out.
Might as well just walk it. Let's get the.
Because I didn't realize that it was
Walker out.
totally certain in baseball that every routine ground ball is an out. So
You know what?
that's probably why they're 4 games under with that roster. So
Yeah,
I
entry and the Guardians.
I heard a wise man once say you respect 90. Or not respect.
Guy's a wise man. He is a wise man.
0 respect for the game.
So what you're telling me is that the White Sox trainer is the Jeff Tanaka of the MLB. For those who don't know, Jeff Tanaka used to be the old Bulls trainer when we had all those injuries.
Yeah, he used to kill Derrick Rose.
What I'm telling you is that the White Sox hate baseball. And they don't
That's
respect
true.
it, and they
Listen.
just.
I mean, Cease is having a good year.
They're not going to win
Okay, so
anything.
Giolito has like an 11 ERA in his past
Giolito's
7
horrible.
starts. So
Lance Lynn's getting into it with the dugout coach.
yeah,
the
I mean,
third base
the
coach.
sticky
What's
stuff. They took away his sticky stuff last year.
Spiders.
So
Lance Lynn's been a lot worse.
TLR
Giolito's been a lot
doesn't
worse.
on paper, one of the best bullpens in baseball. It's just not
Maybe.
there. Just not
Maybe.
there. Yeah.
I mean, on paper,
Then there's the Angels last night.
On paper, it's
They
still
did
one of the
4-3.
best.
they did 4-3 indeed.
Who
So
blew that game?
No one blew it. They
They
were
just
down.
sucked.
They were down 2-0. Syndergaard aced them.
I mean, that's just
Syndergaard-
embarrassing.
Syndergaard's
That's-
first
Utterly-
good performance in
since
weeks.
like no,
Turn back
since
the
like
clock.
opening week, like when he had,
Opening
like-
week, he was very good.
Yeah, it's probably about the last time
He turned
was
back
pitched
the
like
clock.
Listen, I've been saying this for a very long time. You can the old man and you bring back Ozzie Guillen. This team is built for
that.
him.
Ozzie Guillen's a clown too. He's an old man too.
You know what? He's at
I
least
listen-
gotten them a World Series in the past 20 years.
I listened to him talk on their after their post game show, and I'm like, he sounds just as stupid.
Are you upset because he killed Yermin Mercedes' career?
Remember, Mercedes never had a career.
The Yerminator.
He had a hot 3 weeks. Can you imagine if they
He's
traded
like
him
Seiya
in those
Suzuki.
3 weeks?
No one would have bet on that. Maybe.
Somebody-
No one was
somebody
going to
would've
bite
been
on
He
that.
probably could have clowned us. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
he
No.
probably got into it.
Are we firing Jed? There's rumors people we call
No,
for
well,
Jed.
I was watching today when I was getting ready for work. He's talking to the season ticket holders, like answering he's answering their questions and like addressing their concerns. It was kind of just professional listening.
I like that out of the GM.
Yeah, like not a lot of guys do that. You don't have to do that, but he had like a line of guys that are season ticket holders. He was like, "Yeah, I'll answer your questions," and I thought he did a really good job. So, I think
where are we going?
I think
with Cubs?
he can't control the day-to-day basis on who gets on the field. That's David Ross, who should ultimately be.
Hey, we about time we DFA Jonathan VR.
Yeah, and you've got comments from Ross like Hayward's a leader. He offers more than like.
Oh, he says he plays him out of loyalty.
I mean, that's ridiculous. Loyalty.
Trade him!
Want to talk about loyalty? I mean,
Can't.
we had the big 3. I mean, talk about loyalty. We had Bryant, Rizzo, Baez. I mean, I don't think we should have kept them, but if you're going to bring up loyalty,
Yeah.
If you were to bet out of that whole core, who would be the last man standing? You would tell me it was Jason Hayward.
yeah, it's ridiculous.
Not Contreras.
That's the thing. Dude, we have
But
Wilson
we've gone by
Contreras,
July, dude. All of them. Robertson.
but Robertson
Matt,
for sure.
I'm fine with trading. I mean, they're on 1-year deals.
Who?
Yeah, so those
Robertson,
Yeah,
Gibbons,
You won't get anything for Robertson.
Martin.
I just don't know why we don't extend Happ and Contreras. You got to build somewhere because now you're betting on all these.
I'm
prospects
cool with
to pan
extending
out.
Hap.
I
who's
love
probably
Hap.
like 26, 27. I think by the time we're ready to compete again, Contreras will just not be in that prime anymore.
I mean, he's the number 1 NL catcher right now.
Yeah, he's like 30 years old.
He's 27 half.
Yeah,
He'll be 28 in August. Yeah.
Alright.
Wilson's 30.
Nico's 25. Dude, I saw Nico's.
that's an old. I feel like he's older than that.
Nico's been making some good plays at short.
Yeah, no, he's slashing.
Did you see like his like I don't know if it was swings or his percentage is like 14.8 on missed balls.
Yeah.
Like that's called hand-eye contact.
Hey, but you know
Yeah,
what? Our
yeah,
boy
yeah.
David Bodie's back.
Yeah, the
He
boat.
did.
David Bodie's.
We'll throw him in a trade.
I mean, we took 2 out of 3 out of St. Louis, which St. Louis is embarrassing because Flaherty went back on the IL. He has such a promising career.
Flaherty wasn't good last year. He wasn't good this year. He won't be good again.
That's
And then after that, they have no pitching. When Waino retires, who's their next pitcher?
I don't know how Waino.
They
Oh,
cut
yeah,
out
Michaelis.
Michaelis.
Oh, Michaelis.
I don't know how-
Michaelis is a good pitcher.
Waino just like revived his career a couple
I
years
know.
ago, like, and I was like kind of surprised by it.
You know why Miles Michaelis is good? Greek.
I mean, it all adds up at the end of the day.
No way, I don't believe that.
No, but you know what?
Let's say he is. Let's not even look it up. Let's just say he is.
Come on, man. He looks Greek. Just give it to him.
He's got the stash.
He does have the stash.
That's the
Good
The
brother.
stash
facial
is the
hair.
new style.
Good facial hair. He's got to be good.
Cease his little rat
Strider.
hole.
Striders.
Yeah.
I love Strider. Speaking of Atlanta, little emotional homecoming for Friendly Freeman.
Good old Frederick.
That was wrong. Nah,
So emotional that he fired his agent.
I mean,
must have.
it hit him right in the core in the heart, man.
He threw a fit. I heard he was angry when he fired when he switched agents.
Well, now he's
He was
self-represented.
Yeah, he was really pissed about the way his negotiations went down.
Because I think he wanted to stay in Atlanta.
I'm sure he did, and I'm like
Commend him for it.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I mean, I think he was just pressured into taking the money that he deserved, which is fair because he did deserve it. But maybe that's not what he valued. And
I think it's that guilt coming back.
Yeah,
that he valued money over.
when he sees all those fans applauding him instead of booing him, he's like, maybe I made a mistake. Like they still support me, kind of thing.
You know what? At least he gave him a World Series on the way out. So
He did.
It could always be worse. And did you notice how in that last play, Dansby Swanson could have easily flipped it to second, but instead he fired it to Freeman?
Yeah,
Like, I
guy
respect
who's been
that.
there forever deserves it.
I mean, that's respect. I give him.
He's going to be self-represented. I mean, he's locked up in LA, so it's not like he's going anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, the only way our entire hypothesis is wrong here is if he goes after Boris.
Yeah.
And
if you switch to Boris, that's like, all right.
Then everything we said just is scrapped, and he gives nothing. He doesn't give a shit about Atlanta, and he just wants more money.
One of Boris's agent. BH3 Bryce Harper out 6 weeks. He's a little menace. See, you got it in the face of Snell, like because he when he wanted to break your thumb, and then you apologized after he got hit by the pitch. Yeah, it's a little hot head.
That team is not going anywhere anyway. So
Who's their manager now?
they got the interim one. I forget his name.
I don't know.
If they want to make a playoff run, I'd want to see them trade for Benintendi. I think he's a guy that could help them.
I don't know if they need any more.
With Harper out,
They need an outfield. Boy, you can move Schwarber now or Castellanos at DH because Harper
I mean,
had the elbow problem.
Okay, but
That's the problem. Harper couldn't play
Harper
the
will be
field.
back right after the trade deadline.
yeah,
So
I don't know.
And then I don't.
The problem is they spend too much.
If I'm correct, they need someone who gets on base, and Benintendi's
Just on base.
Does he? I feel like he's just the guy that hits for average, but I don't know. I feel like they need someone at the top of the lineup who can get something going. They're like that Cubs team that had right after Fowler left that had so many issues with the leadoff issue, and that's why
They
just
have the pitching.
couldn't get anything done. They do have good pitching. It's just
They
they
got
need guys.
Nola and Wheeler.
It's too much star power with nobody that cannot get on base. It's not good for anything.
Too much pop.
What did Betevis call it the other week? When he was here, he called it they got a lot of bang or something.
Some
Boppers?
Boppers.
Maybe boppers. We'll go with that.
Maybe,
we'll
yeah.
make Betevis sound like an
We'll
idiot.
make him sound smart and say it was boppers. Because boppers is a decent term.
Boppers for Betevis is probably one of his bigger words.
That's a lot of letters in the word.
Damn. That's bogus. That's so bogus. The man's not even here.
Well, we'll tell him to tune into this part when this episode comes out. Betevis come in a minute wherever we are. So
But
maybe I'll tag him in it.
Oh yeah, no, we'll just put Betevis in a timestamp.
Can this be part of the TikTok? Just like a Betevis
Yeah,
session?
it's like
I mean, he took it over. Now he's like,
Oh, man. Do we talk about a TikTok reply? About the Aaron Judge contract?
no,
Oh,
like,
the
I'm
guy-
not giving that dude. I'm not giving that type of airshot.
No.
I'm not giving that bum any. That wasn't English. First, a gerbil. Here's a carrot, buddy.
Sounded like fucking Charlie Brown out there.
You know what? If Charles Soden said they he said, "Oh my God, the Nogueras have an illegitimate child."
I mean, first of all, he didn't let the whole stitch finish, so
I don't know.
he just cut it off after I talked.
And I'm pretty sure you were shooting it from a urinal.
He had the downward angle.
He had feces spewing out of his mouth.
Feces coming out of both holes, I see, huh?
Clearly.
I mean, he's an
I don't know.
absolute
That's
moron.
the thing, like, I don't know.
He's an buff.
There's like a 10-second clip there in the middle where nothing is coherent.
And by 10 seconds, we mean the whole freaking.
No, I heard 300 million and Aaron Judge's name.
Yeah.
It was like so you can laugh, but Aaron Judge.
No, I gotta find.
And it's like wah, 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 wah,
He
wah,
gave
wah.
you a very bad range.
Listen.
300 to 305 isn't a range.
Correct.
Yeah,
That's
We either
like
get
the same
300
thing.
or
350.
305.
Yeah.
You get it's like if you said 300, 350, I'd be like that's
Yeah,
a range.
that's a range.
325.
Yeah.
Listen, all right, we had a year of online learning. Obviously, there's
Things start to drop off afterwards.
no child left behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, someone was left. But since we're talking about Jerem, he moved into the starting of your favorite game, the All-Star game, the useless game.
Yeah,
whatever
it's
you want to call it.
useless. You were here for this session last time. I think the All-Star game is useless.
Did they take away the home field advantage?
Yeah, well, so there's no purpose for that
There's
anymore.
no, yeah, no,
It's all
useless.
fan voting. I mean, Tatis is
Useless.
5th, hasn't played a single game.
Yeah.
Ian Happ is 16.
That's
Yeah,
disrespectful.
That's what I'm saying. Like the fact that Tatis is ahead of Ian Happ, who's
like higher in the voting in the positions.
that's what I'm
makes
saying.
no
Like
sense.
All-Star games, like back when I was growing up, back in my day, like it actually meant something. Like it was fun watching it. The right people got in. Like I was still fan voting, but like I like to think that it'd be.
I just think anything that's fan voted shouldn't be used to like be
As
put
like a,
on their Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
They're always
like an incentive.
He had 8 all-star appearances. I'm like, okay, well, he was being voted on by absolute morons, like the person who stitched our fucking. Like that dude is voting.
The youth club where I'm
Like that dude is voting on who's in the All-Star game.
from the urinal.
Respectfully, like all respect, but like that's just like,
Respectfully.
that's just not.
You're a moron.
Hey, like they send Space Jams. And from Moron Mountain.
Donaldson's burner account.
Oh boy.
Hey, that's his name.
Gotta love the internet.
Do I though? Like,
Well,
I don't know.
I mean,
Depends what we're talking about.
without the internet, I wouldn't have seen those 18 different views of the Angels Brawl.
Respectfully.
Yeah. That's
That was pretty entertaining.
There's a lot of.
Let's talk about it.
Oh, we will, but there's a lot to discuss when it comes to that. You got Manfred handing out suspensions.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
ridiculous.
and I expected those numbers for how many games because that's just what Rob Manfred does. Like you're handing out like 11 game suspensions for getting a little fist fight. Like
He suspended Rendon when he comes back
Yeah.
from injury.
Yeah.
And he kicked him off the bench for 10 games.
dude has a torn Achilles and
he can't be on the bench.
That's
Yeah.
my teammate, I would have said. The man's got torn Achilles, he's still making it out there for the
So
song.
Nevin gets
yeah,
10
that's like,
games.
no, and he's like throwing haymakers out there, torn Achilles. Like what a beast. I mean,
I
he
hate
may suck at baseball, but at least he's a beast.
Hey, World Series champion, can't take it away from him.
Can't take that away. That's true.
Phil Nevin, the manager, gets 10 games. 10 games?
Like that's a lot of games for a manager.
Like,
You can't be handing that out. That derails the
they
season.
threw at Trout's head the night before. Let's get into that.
Yeah,
they
what
went to
happened
Trout.
before, yeah.
Then they tried to hit J-Rod, but they missed.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, like, I don't know how you miss. Like, just hit him.
I mean, get the yips. I mean, your manager tells you to go hit someone. You're like, oh, what if I mess up?
You're thinking so much of hitting him that you miss.
Yeah.
And then Winker, they come back the next inning. Andrew Wentz and just drills Winker in the hip.
Winker was full on menacing that game.
Yeah.
I loved every second of it.
I did.
That's what we needed in baseball.
You gotta flip off the fans. I have no problem with it.
Yeah.
I don't either.
Alright, I respect
They
it.
got their money. I'm sure the fans enjoyed it too. They got their money's worth. Like
I would
you're going
frame
back
it
at
for
home.
them.
You're going back home and telling everyone like Jesse Winker just flipped my entire family
Yeah.
off. Like
Yeah, like little Susie, like
Little
saw his
Susie.
middle finger. Like
Yeah.
first time my daughter's ever seen a middle finger, and it was given to her by Jesse
Jesse
Winker.
Winker.
I'm framing that game ticket.
Yeah,
Dude,
seriously.
the assistant pitching coach got 5. Like, Rob Manfred, you old bastard. What is wrong with you?
You know what that means, right? He just had a rough night at the table, gambling.
Stay
Gotta
off
recoup
the
money.
weed.
Former Cub Tapera gets 3.
Oh, I
Rice South throwing gum and
Yeah,
He lost it though. He
Yeah,
launched
that
He
was
threw
rough.
sunflower
The
seeds.
sunflower
Yeah,
seed
2
thing
games,
got
3 games,
launched.
whatever that
He
was.
catapulted the thing like
he
we were
got
in the
2.
Olympics.
Iglesias gets 2.
For throwing sunflowers.
And the interpreter got 2 games. Like,
Yeah,
this
I
is
saw
getting
that.
stupid.
You know, like he literally just stepped in the middle of an argument. Was like Shohei was like shit talking and like Japanese, and then like he had an interpreter, and he's like live. I guess
Manny
he's
Del
live
Campo.
now. Like yo, he just said Europe. You know, like
Yeah.
and now he's
Wait.
The catching coach got 1.
yeah, like that's insane. Like
Like,
Rob
how-
Manfred,
how
like, he
is
must
he-
have had a bad night. Like you get one, you get one. Fucking
Oh,
It's
the
Oprah
only-
out here.
The
You
only
get a
people-
suspension, and you get a suspension.
The only people who should have gotten one: Winker,
Winker.
Crawford,
Yeah.
Probably never.
Wentz,
Never
Wentz,
got it.
and Nevin. I think those
Yeah.
only 4.
I mean, 10
Yeah, but
games.
Nevin did 10.
Nevin getting 10 is going to derail the
Huh?
season.
10. I'm not supporting 10 on anyone.
Oh, okay.
This interpreter's going. He's quitting.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I would
he
find a
should
new
be
job.
going.
I would just,
Yeah.
I'd go work in
J-Rod
basketball where I
got
know
2.
my job is secure because everyone's a
Exactly.
fucking pussy. In basketball.
Dude, I think speaking about that, I think the protesters get more action. Remember, like the first 2 weeks of the NBA playoffs, we had people like gluing themselves to like
Yeah,
the
the
ground.
chaining in Minnesota
Chaining.
because the owner was like, Animal Farms, like, listen,
Leave my chickens alone,
I'm not going there.
and I
Yeah.
just let me eat my steak. It
Yeah.
tastes good.
Like, sorry, we're not all vegan. We gotta bulk up. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you.
Leave me alone. I enjoy protein.
Yeah.
I think
NBA.
they're fat shaming.
What do
I
you
think
expect?
they are. Like, and if
Yeah.
it was
The other way around.
the other way around, ooh, been lined up in the cities. That's all I got.
Respect.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
Yeah, there ain't no respectfully when we cross the cities.
Moving on. So yeah, we can agree Rob Manfred doesn't know what time of day it is.
He doesn't know what time of day it is.
for a few
He's
years.
just little man syndrome. He's an angry little man.
I will never
He's
get
got
over the
Napoleon
fact.
complex.
I will 100%. I will never get over the fact that they were talking about the lockout negotiations. And do you remember at one point he's like, we could not reach an agreement, and he had like a smirk on his face, like
Yes, in that interview.
It was so bad.
He was like enjoying it.
Because he's a cuck.
Like he is the worst. He's like the worst.
Isn't the definition of a cuck who's like someone who enjoys their wife performing activities with other men?
Yes.
Yeah. So his wife is the baseball.
So he's a cuck, I guess. I guess that ends up.
I don't like the comparison. I think there's better words.
I don't mind it.
Okay, here I'll help you out here. He's spineless.
He's a piece of shit. He's a corny piece of shit.
When he called the World Series just a trophy.
Like, you're a corny piece of shit.
Like, that was pretty wild too, I'm not gonna lie.
How about your own league's trophy?
Like, isn't it called the Commissioner's Trophy?
Yeah. Well,
It is.
He probably didn't even know that. He's like, wait, it's named after me?
Named after me.
No, your title, you fool.
Could you imagine lifting the Rob Manfred Trophy?
I'd drop it right away.
I'd retire.
I would dent it quicker than Colorado dented the Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
They weren't even hammered yet either. They were just like
having
a good
tripped.
Yeah, they were just way too.
That was like
just
straight.
happens.
That was a straight up meme. He just like pivot like skate slides, and he was like,
Jansen went to the IL for irregular heartbeat. That's actually.
He had that problem a couple years ago, didn't he?
I think so, yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah, that's recurring. That's not good.
They're gonna have to get a closer on the market.
There's some lefties.
Does Craig have a pulse? Like he's over there.
Craig who?
Kimbrel's.
Dirty Craig.
He's in the Dodgers, bud.
Yeah.
He's
No, he's on Atlanta.
He's on Atlanta. I'm sorry.
A little brain fart today.
Sorry.
No. But do you see
Didn't mean to
how?
pull Batellis there.
I want to piggyback off of this because do you see how crazy it is? Like we think about these players that are like staples in organizations. They're like no longer there, right? Like Kenley Jansen, we thought was going to be a Dodger for life.
Yeah.
Anthony Rizzo, Friendly Freeman.
Yeah.
So it still blows my mind.
Yeah, it's always weird seeing it. I was telling Stanger a couple weeks ago, like when you see those Cubs edits of like everyone in their Cubs jerseys, like, it doesn't even look right anymore. They don't even look like they belong in Cubs jerseys.
No, I sometimes forget.
Which is just so sad.
Yep.
Odell Cruz is a monster. Like he's actually built out of a lab.
Dude, you could have a whole hour discussion on him. He's
built out of a lab.
He is 6'7"
I think
shortstop.
he's slightly overrated.
I think you're out of your mind.
He cases too much.
Oh.
If he can get the strikeouts out of him, he'll be really.
So
good.
now he's talking if he. Now we're diving into the numbers.
I feel like you always find a flaw in every.
No, dude, he's just
superstar.
payroll.
He caves
He
too
knows
much.
what's up. For those who don't know,
He
what
struck
that
out
means when he
at a
strikes out.
45% clip last year.
Okay, last year, what's he striking out in this year in the majors?
Similar thing. He's hitting a homer. He's getting 2
Well,
Ks.
baseball.
He's not a fan.
savant.
Stanger's not a fan of the boomer bust player.
Which is fair. I'm not
I am
either,
a fan
but I
of the
think.
bus player. I guess not.
No, you're not. Which is
I'm
fair.
not a fan of wisdom.
Don't lie to yourself.
Unless you're betting on it, the homer.
No.
When you're at a Cubs game.
Yeah.
You get draft. We got that draft book sweep. That better bring in some money so we can sign from
No
free
apostrophe.
agents.
Oh yeah, that's kicking in next.
I mean,
season,
that
no?
thing's massive. Like, is
I mean,
that
in
money
30,
that gonna draw?
I guess an issue is in 32 at bats, he has the same average as on base. That's kind of an issue. Hasn't seen a walk in his entire
He's
season.
gonna walk since the
Doesn't
Warriors.
walk.
I mean, but he's built.
He has 0 walks in 32 appearances.
I don't care how he's built.
You're not,
Who
dude. Built like
cares how
Judge
he's
at
built?
shortstop. His arm talent.
The only thing we have
Is like
numbers on are
Caesar's.
his sprint speed, which is absurd, and his exit velocity, which is also absurd. But
What, max exit velocity?
oh shit, you're right.
That
It is
means
max.
nothing.
No, you're right. That does mean nothing. It's not
Sprint
average.
speed is obviously, I mean, he's obviously a good.
I mean, it
base
wouldn't
runner.
matter if he played for the White Sox.
Yeah,
They're gonna tell you to take it easy.
he's obviously a good base runner. It's not a question.
He's Kane at
Do you think the White? Do
25%.
you think the White Sox won?
That's high.
Do you think the White Sox
That's
won a World
lower than
Series?
last year.
It's still high though. I agree.
Do you think the White Sox won a World Series in their window?
No.
not even,
not
suck.
a discussion.
They
way.
suck.
Not even like.
What do they have to do to turn it around?
Nothing. It's
Get healthy.
start from scratch. Trade everyone.
Get a new owner.
Abreu's getting old.
No, I don't mind their owner. I think he's fine.
Like Jerry Krause.
He's not
Or, I mean, Jerry
Reinsdorf.
Reinsdorf.
Jerry
Sorry.
Krause.
Jerry Krause.
I got my Jerry's wrong.
Jerry's
Krause.
chilling in the grave 6
Yeah.
feet.
Oh my
Yeah, Jerry Krause.
The Knicks are considering strong favorites from Brunson. Yeah, thank you, Tim McMahon.
Yeah, no kidding, dude. I could have told you.
You put that phone away. We're doing a podcast.
I mean, I'm getting
Try-
alerts. They
He's
call-
getting Woj
They
bombs.
call me
Trying to be
Woj.
professional.
I mean, what happens if something comes up and we gotta report it? Calm, cool, and collected. Dodgers suck last night. They're gonna lose 4 to the goddamn Rockies of Colorado.
I mean,
They're riding a high. They're celebrating the Stanley Cup.
Oh,
Chad
what does that have to do with it?
In Colorado,
In
too.
Colorado.
No runs in Colorado.
yeah, that's kind of wild. Your offense
Complete
put up
game out of Chad Cool.
an ex-pirate pitcher. It's all just. It's
That
the
dude.
Speaking about the Pirates, can we talk about that graphic? About the pitchers they've traded.
That's insane.
Oh,
I didn't see
Cole.
This is how you know you're just a god of
Boz.
organization.
Oh yeah, they traded Boz.
Was Boz in the deal
Archer.
for?
It was
that
Boz.
wasn't-
It was Boz and Meadows. for
hello.
I didn't know Boz
Sorry,
was in that
guys,
Meadows
I
deal.
Archer. Yeah.
I guess Meadows doesn't do anything anymore, but
Glasnow?
at the time,
Glass
it was-
now was.
Oh wait, or was it Glass now?
No, it was everybody. It was. It's
Glass
Morn.
now?
It's Morn.
Bieber.
Cole, Glasnow, Boz, Musgrove, Tyone, Clay.
Musgrove.
Oh yeah, Musgrove and Tyone. Tyone's been good.
And Clay Holmes.
That's disgusting.
For
Clay
like
Holmes.
a bag of chips.
They traded Clay
I
Holmes
think you
for
should
nobody.
revoke your ownership.
Wait,
license.
what was the Archer
You-
trade?
I can't. No, the Archer trade was. It was funny because they were like a couple games under, and they thought they could compete for like a wild card
Yeah.
spot. Like when they were just not.
That was a
set.
bad
Where's
trade
Chris
off the
Archer
bat,
now?
though.
No,
He's still in the league?
That was. He was.
He's with Minnesota.
It was no. That trade was Chris Archer for Glasnow, Meadows, and a player to be named later that was Shane Boz.
That's insane.
Awkward.
Like that's
so
that's worse than
bad.
that's worse than the Quintana trade.
Oh.
Yeah, I love how they always thank us for Dylan Cease, but never bring up Eloy Jimenez.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Eloy sucks. He can't stay healthy. He's like,
Hi, Mom.
yeah, he sounds like a buffoon too.
He's worse than the. Oh, I don't know.
Wojbam, Ivica gets 3 years, 33.
I don't know who that is.
Zubac, the center for the
All right.
probably champs next year.
They
For the
re-signed
Clippers.
him.
Extension 3 for 33.
All right. It's not news.
It's actually
It's not news.
It's very Russian
Good
news.
pick to Zubac. Good times, LA Fitness.
How was that news?
I mean,
He's keeping their
keep
core
work.
together.
Damn, this June was the first time the O's had a winning month since August of 2017.
They'll have a lot of winning months in the future.
You know why?
Because of Adley.
Him and their manager is a former Cubs.
Okay. Bro.
Who's it
Brandon
again?
Hyde?
Yeah,
Brandon Hyde,
Yeah. I like my boy Napoli at first.
Yeah.
And my boy Willie Harris at third.
I mean, respect.
Why?
It's a great
Because
team.
I think they can probably still play better than the product we're putting on the field.
You think so?
I'll take Willie Harris at 45. Why not?
Over who? Hayward?
Yes.
Why?
I mean, I don't think that's absurd.
Because Willie Harris probably still has it.
Give me
JD.
Willie Harris over Simmons too.
Willie Harris is him.
Willie Harris over Simmons.
Well, Simmons should be in single A.
Who should be?
Simmons.
of Andrelton.
Yes. Of Andrelton.
MVR.
Yo, we gotta play my boy Jan
Oh,
Gomes.
does he not DFA? Jan Gomes, the Brazilian.
Yeah, Gomes doesn't deserve anything.
Yeah, I believe somebody said that he deserved only just the minimum.
Oh, is it me?
Yeah.
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 That's right.
What do we give him?
He's getting excited. He's
80
getting what do you
million.
want to pay out?
He's
Tommy?
getting what I think Shohei deserves.
So-
7.5 a year.
Like,
Everyone's like, Shohei this, Shohei that. He pitches, he hits.
it's funny. You,
He's not good at either.
you
Give him $7.5 million. Call it a day.
you took a shit on him and then he went for 13 Ks.
I don't give a shit.
He's the Shohei whisperer.
Literally.
No
and then he
tra-
hit,
no
then he hit another.
translation- no
No, sorry.
translation
Let's see.
No
He had the-
translation needed.
He literally had a great hitting game, insane numbers, and then he went out the next night for 13 Ks.
You know
Okay.
who he's against?
You know what that tells me? He
The
watches
Royals.
podcast.
I mean,
Hey, that's still a major league organization.
no, he doesn't listen to it.
It was
His
the
translator
Royals.
listened to.
Maybe that's why he got
Okay.
fired. They're still.
The Royals aren't good.
Oh
I'm
my!
not saying
it's still. Are they
it's a
not an
major
MLB
league-
team?
Yeah.
It's not an accomplishment.
What's
Okay.
which team is less of a major league team, the Pirates or the Royals?
The Royals.
Okay.
Probably the Royals.
Dude, I feel bad for Sal
The
Perez.
Pirates have 2 franchise pieces on there. 3 franchise
Let's see
pieces.
what
Shohei's not
Why
I'm
is
sure
this
they'll trade him.
news?
They'll trade him soon.
I
Ryan
retract
Reynolds?
my Shohei hitting comment. I guess he's okay.
Can you translate that for the people back on the West
I wish I could. Like,
Konnichiwa.
Oh yo,
oh no, I know.
yo.
What? It just means hello, guys.
I mean, I guess.
What are the Brewers doing? What are the Cardinals doing?
I mean, the Brewers just.
What are
Destroyed
my beloved
Jose.
Blue Jays doing?
I
They're
mean,
horrible.
Jose's getting
one of the most disappointing teams in baseball.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Come on.
Who? The Blue
Yeah.
Jays?
Yeah.
The Blue Jays suck. They
Are
have
you
no
serious?
chance of contending.
They might not
Yes.
even make the wild card.
Are you
yet.
serious?
They're horrible.
Dead
Dude,
serious.
I'm gonna cry.
I'm taking Tampa Bay in the long run over them. No question.
I'm
We're-
taking-
Okay,
I'm
they're
taking
41 and
I'm
32.
taking the Twins over them.
They're 41.
Well, it doesn't help that the game.
Well, the
They can't
Twins,
win a-
well,
they
the
can't win
Twins
a
are
playoff
the
series.
Twins are incapable of winning playoff games. So
Dude, it doesn't help they have the Yankees in their division.
okay,
They
obviously
have
that
no
doesn't help,
pitching
but, like, they still
besides-
suck.
Oh,
no,
My
no,
boy
no,
Ryu
no,
went
no.
down.
Ryu's ass too.
Ryu's done.
Oh
for
my
the
God, the
season.
White Sox are 4 games under 500.
They're 6 games back.
The Twins?
The Twins are actually good.
The Twinkies.
AJ fucking Przinsky's head ass, dude. 20 games, we're gonna win the division by 20 games.
That ain't-
That's something in the water over there on the south side, dude.
That's why I bring my own bottle of water.
Smart. I also never purchase any waters from inside their stadium.
What about outside?
From those sketchy ass coolers. I don't think
boys.
so. I don't think so. Man.
Yeah.
What? Come on, man. We all know. If you know, you know.
If you live in Chicago.
I mean, they're trying to kill me, trying to sell me peanuts. I'm like, dude, I'm allergic. No, buy one, get one. I'm like,
You're both allergic to peanuts?
Yes.
Holy fuck.
Please.
Talk about a joke of a DNA structure.
Alright.
2 peanut allergies, and they're both like extreme.
how tall is he?
I don't know.
How tall are you?
Like 6'4".
You don't play basketball?
Yeah, you're right, because I'm 6'4", 6'5". Yeah. I'd be nothing in the NBA. They'd expect me to be a guard, can't dribble.
Yeah, we'll send you to Europe, man. We'll put you in the academies. It's
Yeah.
never too late.
It's always too late.
Well, you might get shown up by some 15-year-old.
Yeah, probably.
Like Chet Holmgren did to
Jeff
Steph
Holmgren
Curry.
isn't doing shit against me.
You body Chet?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
You
yeah.
need him.
Dude, put me against Chet in the post.
Dude,
But
Chet's
you're
not
not
guarding.
scoring once.
He's a buck
You're not
80.
scoring
He
once.
is a
You're
buck
not
80.
scoring once.
He's
He's
a buck
swatting
80.
you every time.
He's a
You go a little Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
He's getting him with the Kareem.
Hey, he's gonna hit him a little Kevin McHale.
Just sit up in the heart, see what happens.
Oh,
holy fuck.
I mean, I was gonna sell it for his kneecaps because he's a twig, but all right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just saying. You'd be doing the NBA execs a favor to see if we can handle the physicality.
Yeah,
Fuck.
you should bring him in for the pre-draft workouts next time.
I mean,
Victor won.
Hey, make sure you leave with some sick gear.
someone's been watching a little too much Peaky Blinders.
That's a great show. I don't know what the problem is.
Hey, Thomas.
What
Shelby.
season are you on?
One?
I'm
Episode one?
wrapping up. I'm wrapping up the finale of season 4.
Oh, you're almost done. Whatever the
Maybe
the
like
boxing match?
it's the boxing match. with
Did it happen?
No, I think
Oh, that's the finale.
I think it's in the finale.
That's good.
He definitely like kills him. Don't tell me.
No,
Ah,
the boxing. Oh, hey, that's. Whew. Just wrapped it up. We'll talk.
Yeah.
It's a classic. Wait till you get to season 5 and season 6.
Oh, wait.
Dude, like, just watch
There's a
it.
movie coming out.
Yeah.
About the TV show?
Yeah, that's like how they're gonna actually wrap it up.
Yeah.
they're doing a Breaking Bad, probably.
Have you watched Peaky Blinders?
No.
That's
You
unfortunate.
peaky fucking blind. I'm like.
Oh, they're Australian now.
Also, fucking Liam Hendricks now.
Great. Wow. I just took a shit on BBC. The British network.
Oh,
Okay.
You had to clarify, or
Listen, man.
there's some sick people out in the world.
Yeah, for example.
we don't want to like.
300.
You're so, that's
I'm
so
back.
bogus.
I'm back.
He's back.
We got a big UFC card coming up this weekend.
Yes, we
That's
do.
also not news.
Shut
Yeah, you just.
Oh, you're mad. You're mad.
That's-
I am mad.
That is
Yeah,
actually.
I knew
I
it.
am
I knew you
mad.
would get
Hey,
mad.
he watched. Cut up some slack. He watches PFL.
What's PFL?
No, he watches, I don't know what he watches.
I watch Real Sports, things that provide me.
So mixed
entertainment.
martial arts is not a real sport.
Golf doesn't count.
Correct. It's not.
Oh, you're.
Golf
wow.
is a real sport.
Yeah, dude.
You ever played golf?
You shoot 115 and you think you're
You
Tiger
ever
fucking
played
Woods.
golf? Have you ever played golf?
Dude, not seeing that top golf.
Don't take it personal. He's just mad, dude. You should see him when he has a bad day at the links.
When he was younger, they like had to get him like specialized like.
He doesn't know shit.
Also, for a story after the podcast, I mean,
Yes.
you should have saw this kid at the driving range a couple weeks ago. He committed a heinous act.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I
know
didn't do it.
this
I hit
story.
the ball far. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Hit the ball. Do you like actually hit it, or do you take it and throw it out of frustration?
I mean, we'll dive into that after this podcast. I don't want to
Hey,
actually
that's,
expose my boy here, who might be the worst golfer on the planet.
It's
After
not true.
that instance, you might be. So
It's okay. We have a match soon. 2v2 against. It's him and Henry against me and Johnny.
Hey, respectfully, I don't give a shit. Respectfully. What do you think, you're the capital match out here now? Oh, you want to advertise it here? What's the golf course? Let them know. Let me give you some people.
I was just
Hey,
letting you know. I mean, we
hey,
spent
hey.
30 minutes on the NBA.
Listen,
That's relevant.
It's about
Your
it.
2v2 match is not relevant.
Listen,
Your 2v2 match is.
That's the last
not
thing we're going to
relevant.
talk
I
about.
think it'll get more viewers than the fucking
It
game
should.
6,
It should.
Game 6 of what?
the finals.
Your golf match.
Yeah, you
It
put that on
should.
TV. Absolutely.
No, it's not.
only if your dad comes to commentate.
Yeah, he's got a good voice. He's got a good radio voice.
Yeah, respect. I'm putting him on the commentary.
Next year, some of your uncle's going to be doing Sweet Home Alabama
On the side.
the whole time.
It's not his specialty anymore,
Are we
man.
paying for this one?
I'm not paying for shit.
Listen,
are the
we're
tickets
gonna
free?
We're gonna record a separate episode.
No.
We're gonna put it on our Patreon. So for those who subscribe to Patreon, they can listen to uncut
Our
versions.
Patreon. What?
We'll talk.
We'll talk.
business
We'll talk.
We'll talk. Yeah. We'll talk.
Uh,
Everybody.
Well, gentlemen,
I don't
what's
know.
left?
That's the latest. I mean, the next episode, you're just gonna love it because NBA free agency happens this whole
We're
weekend.
bringing Bedavis back.
I don't know. It
I'm
depends.
cutting you off at 20 minutes next week.
Nah, you just can't. Everybody's gonna be signing deals
Who's gonna
Friday.
be getting signed? No.
My boy Brunson.
Yeah, that's
Jesus
not news.
fuck.
Out of ours free agents.
Who? Name one. I don't know anyone.
Zach.
You can make up some names and I probably wouldn't even know.
Zach Levine.
Who?
Levine getting a max isn't news though.
Yeah, this has been talked about for weeks.
Jalen Brunson's going to New York.
Katzzbros is damn near getting a max.
Dude, I can't wait to tear his ACL the first game.
That's a pretty
What?
fucked up
That's
thing to hope
fucked
for.
in the head.
Because it's the Knicks, dude. Like I would not want to go to New York. They haven't been relevant since Carmelo left them. There, I said it. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
It's pretty excellent.
I'm wrong? Okay. Well,
They're
how am I
always
wrong?
relevant as New York. That's just how it
Okay,
works.
sorry. By relevancy, I mean playoff success. My apology.
You don't even need the success part. You just need the playoff word.
I mean, they win a year ago.
And there, you don't even need the success.
You were wrong. It's fine.
I'm pretty sure Carmelo Anthony took them farther in the playoffs than they've been. It's like post Carmelo Anthony era.
I
You know what,
that's
that could be a
fair.
top.
You just got showed up. Like,
Stephen A. still talks about them on a weekly basis, so they're relevant.
Because he's in New York. The show is based in New York.
It's not like he's.
So you
crazy.
listen-
we're all
Stephen
defining
A.
relevancy very different here.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm talking about success, as in like wins.
Like they're not relevant.
You're just talking about coming out of somewhere.
They're not relevant in the sports world, but they're relevant as a business operation.
Correct. Yes. I'll give
Yeah.
him that because it's New
That's how it
York.
works.
See, I just settled this debate because I'm the intellect of the group, and this is just
How do you spell intellect?
MALAKA.
well, for all
Uh,
you that don't speak Greek, go get the translate button out.
Yeah. You should go watch Yanni's new documentary too.
what was it called on Disney?
Rise.
Rise.
Who?
Great.
Giannis.
Yanni.
He's a documentary.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta tune into that now.
Yeah.
It's actually really good. Like they did a good job casting. it.
Also-
This moron's gonna say some dumb shit in like 5 seconds.
How's Greece soccer doing? Since we're talking about the home league.
Oh, we won in FIBA. We got a game coming up in FIBA. We're about to qualify.
What are we, 5-0?
In soccer? I
Oh
don't know.
no, we
in
lost. We
soccer.
lost to whoever this is.
Hey, how's my boy Charistea?
Montenegro. We lost to them.
He lost to
Soccer?
Montenegro.
1-0. Is that recent?
We lost to Vooch.
Looks pretty recent. Looks pretty recent.
So,
We beat Turkey.
What's all this international friendly play? Does that mean anything?
That means they qualifying.
So does this have anything in terms of the World Cup? It means nothing, or
No, we play Great Britain for basketball
Johnny Kiss.
on Thursday.
Which I like you said, or gives Greece
What did I get?
We play Great Britain Thursday for FIBA.
I don't think there's anything more beautiful than a Greek last name.
Changed my mind.
Maybe
Can't.
Stanger's pretty beautiful.
nothing beautiful,
It's a close second.
nothing beautiful about Greece. Sorry.
Yeah, you're here.
Yeah.
You're with 3 of them,
Yeah.
willingly.
And you went
on
to
your
a
own
Greek
time.
fest over the weekend. So like,
It's fine.
yeah. You went to a Greek fest over the
I'm
weekend.
not going to tell you you're wrong.
Yeah, thank you.
What'd you
How would I tell you you're wrong?
Subscribe to the Patreon, they'll find out.
Oh.
What is the Patreon?
Don't worry about it.
The businessman that I am.
All right, guys. I think
it's a rabbit.
it's time to wrap it up as well.
This was a pleasure being back. Nice seeing your beautiful faces.
Yeah,
You're
keep-
lucky that this is the highest IQ the table is ever going to be, because when the Tevis is back,
It brings it.
Listen, if I don't see this,
Holy
you can't get accepted back to the table.
Okay.
Where are we gonna fit him? I mean, in terms of a 5th guy.
Put him on the crib.
right behind
Should we
you.
have some crisscross applesauce? and every time he speaks, he gets kicked.
Holy shit.
So-
I don't know why he's getting bad
Well, I'm sure
disrespect
he's
right
giving
now.
2x4s and build a doghouse.
Oh, yo.
The Tevis could stand in the back right here.
I'll pay him to just do the camera. As long as I
They're gonna pay him in American
Then you can go to
dollars or euros.
Euros.
Or
Oh,
pesos.
no, he's gonna go to Greece before us.
Yeah.
Or pesos.
And then you can go to the bathroom during the show.
This is too much slander. It's not even here.
We're kidding.
I don't give a
Thomas, we
shit
love
if
you.
he's not here. I should have stayed here last time when he wasn't here.
Yeah, he did.
Why? What'd you
I
tell
made
him?
I brought up your 2018 LeBron comment, but
What was your 2018 LeBron?
What? He's the best player
Yeah,
ever?
you're a clown.
Yes.
You're a clown.
Ever?
Yeah.
Clown!
alright, I'm
Like
done
that-
talking about
that
basketball. I'm
year
done talking about
back.
anything.
What do you want to talk about, Gus Bus?
Nothing. I
Nothing.
think it's a wraps till he gets to come back. We get to talk about free agency.
Yeah, and then do my.
Oh, I'm actually out that day. My bad.
Okay, we're not missing
I mean,
much.
we are.
I think
out
we
next week.
yeah. That one. I think the
Oh.
match is that day.
Oh, I
I think
don't
the
care.
match is that day.
No, I'm serious.
Maybe
Next
I don't
Tuesday,
care.
next Tuesday's U3. We're at the Cubs game next Tuesday.
I don't give a shit. You're gonna go support a shitty ass organization.
That's fine. No, because that's
You're the problems.
That's perfect
No,
timing. You guys
doesn't see any of the money. that
you
goes
guys
to
can
the
have
Milwaukee.
an
We're gonna go
hour-long
Oh,
episode
it's
about the
already over.
NBA.
Should let.
Well,
Yeah, well, he did.
You're
I know.
Wrigley
Now
North?
listen.
Wrigley
yeah.
North, correct?
Hey, it's okay. They're going to Wrigley North. Rick is.
Oh.
Ricketts doesn't see the sun.
Oh yeah, no, we're going to the beautiful state of Wisconsin.
There's nothing beautiful up in there. Oh, it's on Saturdays like we always do. Follow the TikTok page. Well, Batavis should be making TikToks since he's not here. That's his job now. And if he's not, I mean, he will get kicked under the table. Responsibly.
We love you, Batavis.
Yeah, you're all right. You're a good guy. Just don't text me that things feel weird after.
Yeah, okay.
Don't expose the
Come
world.
on,
Come on.
Right now, he just hit a double to the wall.
He ain't played until 6. He could have been here. I ended at 5:48. He could have made it to Harper in time for his game.
Subscribe to the Patreon for the latest details. Where is
Yes.
George?
What's the picture?
Shut up.
He's not a businessman. He says he's a businessman.
Bring it home.
He's Willie Harris waving us home.
But subscribe, leave a like, follow the Instagram page, follow the TikTok page.
I think that's all of our social media platforms.
The OnlyFans?
Yeah. Oh,
that one
the
too. I
OnlyFans.
love that one.
Whoa.
That's exclusive Batavis content.
You gotta subscribe to 2 Patreons for that one.
Alright. Minimum too.
Alright.
But if the match is actually airing, I mean, maybe I'll give you guys a platform.
Put your
Maybe.
fucking phone down.
I mean, it's actually important.
I
I'm
bet
trying
it
to
is.
wrap it up.
I'm wrapping it
wrap.
up.
Got
Willie, Willie
Okay.
Harris, bring us home.
Got the attention span of a goldfish. Come
How
on.
about Kofi? Am I rounding third now?
Yeah.
Alright.
To bring it home.
I mean, it's brought home.
Kikos.
All right, it's brought home. This was a wonderful episode. I am
As
so blessed to be here with all of you.
You're welcome. I
And,
came back just for you.
Thanks. And it was
My
nice.
ass.
It was nice.
It was a beautiful, cohesive episode. And
With no ignorant comments in the middle.
For the most part.
For the
yeah.
I respectfully will say whatever I feel like. Because, like I said, I own this shit. This is
Oh,
the
God.
property is all owned under my name.
Just him, though, not me. Just him.
Yeah, everything is trademark stamped through my lawyers, and that's just facts. Anything that has to get edited out, I mean, has to be approved by everything. Gets
All right, you get all the credit you want. There you go. You're,
All right,
you're
have
the
a nice
mastermind.
July 4th weekend.
Yeah, everybody
We'll see
stay
you next
safe.
week.
Be safe, please.
Yeah, there's a lot of cops out there.
What do you mean by that? Isn't like, don't be careful when you're drunk driving? What they call it?